One of the best things about music education at HCC is the opportunity to work with professional musicians. Most recently, the touring duo of Koch and Orlando.
I heard about this place through Joel Love, Professor Dr. Joel Love, who I've gotten to know the last couple years. I was part of a commissioning project that commissioned a large concerto for him. It was the Air Force Band and 11 other schools. And we toured his piece and recorded it afterwards. And through that process, he came up and worked with me and the Air Force Band, giving us, his perspective on the piece. We became, friendly afterwards, and he invited me to come down to the HCC here and work with not only his students, but the other faculty member students with their compositions that they wrote specifically for Molly, the pianist, and myself. We also had the opportunity to work with the faculty members of HCC, who some of them did some premieres tonight. We have a core program that we brought 4 different pieces. So we rehearsed that program, and then we've interspersed the compositions by the HCC faculty members. And today we did a reading of the student compositions. So we didn't really have an opportunity to work, to rehearse those pieces very much, but we read them with the students, and they gave us critiques, and we kind of helped them with some of the musician's perspective.
Well, Master Sergeant Koch and I have actually been playing together for over 14 years. I was a freelance pianist. I still am a freelance pianist in the DC area, and one of my contracts was to play with Air Force Band members on their Chamber Series concerts, and we got randomly assigned to each other and hit it off and began playing together more and more, and that brings us 14 years later. Because we know each other so well, Jeremy is able to know kind of what I am good at and know what my strengths are. So he played to that by picking the hardest program I think that I've ever had to play. It was as much of a piano program as it is a saxophone one. In fact, I said the other day that you're in trouble when the saxophone program that you're playing, most of the saxophone seems optional because there is so much going on in the piano parts. But he is such an amazing player, and we collaborate so well that it was worth all of the challenges. Well, it's funny because you spend so much time playing the keys, but then you realize there's a whole other world inside the instrument, and it looks unlike anything that you are used to. So to be able to reach inside the piano and know how to find certain notes, I might as well be picking up a saxophone and trying to play it. So I had to mark extensively all of the keys that I would need to access during the piece. So I use, my particular trick is masking tapes and Sharpie. So that's how I solve those problems.
Really, it's just an outreach event, kind of an educational outreach where I can interact with community members and kind of let them experience what an Air Force member is like. Not many people, there's so few service members in the United States that many people don't have that, face-to-face interaction with an actual active duty member. So it's my role to go into the community and interact with them. And luckily I get to share that message through music and playing the saxophone. No, I've really enjoyed working with the HCC faculty, and I'm very appreciative to Joel Love for bringing us down here and having the germ of this tour, and it's grown from there, and it's been a great experience, and I've really enjoyed my time here.
For HCC Beat, this is Randall Williams.